it's Tira with Rent Mason Bees, and I am so excited to show you what's behind these doors. As many of you know, our owner, Jim Watts, owns Rent Mason Bees and Watts Solitary Bees, and his son, Evan Watts, has been brewing beer right across the driveway in our shop for years, and he's finally opened up his own brewery, and it's opening this weekend, September 30th, a huge grand opening of their brewery. And I'm here today taking a look at everything. There's still a lot of construction to do, but I'm so excited to show you the inside of this brewery, and then hopefully everyone can come out. We plan on doing bee block parties for pickups and drop-offs and all of that probably in the next season, but I wanted to show you today what the brewery is going to be looking like. So let's go take a look. All right, here is the inside of the brewery. Still a lot to do, but it'll give you an idea of what everything's going to look like. It's going to be so incredible. There's going to be bee pictures and all sorts of great things. Do you guys know what this looks like? These are Leafcutter boards that they are using in the design of their brewery. They are all in the pillars and the walls. And Leafcutter is one of their award-winning beers that they've won many awards for. And you can see there's going to be bars and tables, and there'll be some food being served. They'll have food trucks for the day of the event. All of these tables are also Leafcutter boards, and they're going to be pouring resin on this table so that you can eat right off of the Leafcutter blocks. And you can see it's just an incredible space. They'll be offering private events and different things that you can do here, and then of course drink their award-winning beer. All right, I just ran into Evan Watts, who's hard at work in the back portion of the brewery, and he's going to give us a quick tour.
Come on back. So this is our new brewery. The brewing process starts with malted barley. We mix barley and hot water to extract the sugars to make our beer out of. So we start over here with malted grain, goes into our mill. We transfer up through our auger into the brew house. And the brew house is where we extract those starches from the grain. We got the mash tun on the right here and the boil kettle on the left. Once we're done extracting the starches, we boil the wort for about an hour. We add our hops early in the process for bittering. If we add hops later in the process, we get more flavor and aroma for them. Add our hops right in there. We boil for about an hour. When we're done brewing, we can knock out through the heat exchanger. It cools the boiling wort down to about 60 degrees so we can add our yeast. When we're ready to add our yeast, we head over to the fermenter over here. We've got several fermenters of different sizes depending on how many batches we want to go into one tank. The yeast in the fermenter converts the sugars into alcohol and CO2, and that creates our beer. When the yeast has done its work, that takes about a week or so. The yeast will settle out. That's why we have these cones on the bottom of the tank, so we can harvest the yeast for the next batch. The finished beer will then transfer over to the far end of the brewery into our bright tanks. So the bright tank is where we put our finished beer, we carbonate it, and then we can fill kegs from there. We also have a canning line as part of this new brewery, so we'll be able to keep filling cans of the Leafcutter and AP and IPA series for distribution.
Great, and where are you currently distributing to?
We've got over 100 locations around the Seattle area serving our beer either on draft in kegs or in cans. Some of the smaller bottle shops, convenience stores, or smaller markets. So if you check out our website, we've got a map of everywhere that serves our beer.
And if I was planning an event and I wanted to get one of your kegs, are you able to sell kegs to the public?
Definitely, yep. Just come into the tap room, you can order there.
Great. And where are you located?
We're here in Woodinville, Washington, just off Woodinville, Redmond Road.
And you have your big grand opening this weekend. You want to tell us a little bit about that?
Coming up Saturday, September 30th. Our hours on Saturday are going to be noon to 10, so we're going to have a ribbon cutting ceremony at noon. Then you can come in and have a beer. We're going to have several special release beers from the Solitary series over the last few years that we're going to be busting out of the cellar. So we'll have different beers getting tapped at different times throughout the weekend. And then we're also going to have a pig roast from Woodinville Cut Shop going on outside. So it should be a good time.
Very cool. And tell us a little bit about some of your award-winning beers. Which ones were the award winners?
So our flagship beer is the Leafcutter. It's kind of an Americanized take on a Kolsch. Has won both the Kolsch and Keller beer categories at the Washington Beer Awards. And it's an awesome beer, light, refreshing. The other one that won at the Washington Beer Awards was our stout, Xylocopa. It's the scientific name for Carpenter bees. And that beer won the Irish Export Stout category. So we're very proud of both those beers.
And you'll be serving both of those at your grand opening?
We'll have both of them on tap, yep.
Wonderful. Great. Well, we're really excited for your opening and your launch.
So am I.
And where can people follow you, and how can they learn more about your beer?
You can find us on social media at wattsbrewingcompany.com, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or X, or whatever they want to call it. Or if you want to get all the updates, the best way to do that is go to our website and sign up for our email mailing list.
Perfect. All right. Thank you so much.
Thanks, dear.
Bye.